What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's me, Travis Lawson. Today got another project to work on. Yep. So this right here is my fourth ceiling fan. So now I have four now. So I guess you could say my collection is becoming a collection, which is weird. I went to an antique mall local to me and I got this for $36. So that's pretty much that. Sorry if my energy is bad in this video. I went to bed at like 6 a.m. last night working on another project, and I didn't get that much sleep, so I'm kind of like, whatever. I kind of have to do this today because of stuff going on. I'm busy. So I have to just push through it. I wasn't going to do this today because I don't have any blades or the globe or anything like that. I have the canopy and the base of the fan. I don't have any blades or brackets, so yeah. I'm in the process of trying to find some. I ordered some blades that are Snoopy blades because this is a Snoopy fan. They're not the same ones like original, but they're Snoopy blades and there's 4 of them. And this is a four-bladed fan, so it should work. The hard part is finding the brackets. So today, before I run to some stores, I'm just gonna check see if anyone has them locally, because if I order them online and they're not the right size, then I have to deal with that. Stuck with it, basically. So yeah. So it's just, I didn't really get to look at this too much, so yeah, I'm gonna move the camera forward. Get my knife and I'll cut that tape off. So we have one of those one-size standard globes with one bulb. This is not gonna sit still. Like I said, the nose is bent pretty bad. We have no hardware at all, just that. We flip it over. We don't have a ground wire, but we have the canopy, which is good because a lot of these get lost. Yeah, we got the wires. We do not have a mounting bracket. What you see here is all I have. This is all I got. So there's no mounting bracket, which I luckily can probably use one from another fan. I don't have blades, I don't have globe, no nothing, and no ground wire. Luckily we don't need it because we're using an extension cord that doesn't have a 3-prong. These wires don't look good. So this thing's pretty beat up. This piece of metal is broken. I don't know what that does. There's a piece of metal that goes around and it's broken, so that's not good. See what I mean? See how bent that is? So I don't know how we're gonna fix that. So let's try and figure out how to take it apart. So there's actually a hole here for the pull chain, and I'm going to use that for access for the screwdriver. Either that or that's what it might be for. Okay, as we know, this is bent, so we need to look at that next. So I'm guessing there's a nut or something on the inside. We can take a look at that. This is your capacitor, apparently. Oh, so someone or something was in the fan before, because if you move these out of the way, there's a pile of electrical tape. This capacitor might have died and someone might have replaced it. And this may not even be the right one. This could be bad. So before I have any hazards, I'm going to just remove this capacitor, because if this gone bad and no one knows, I'm going to plug it in. There could be a problem, and I just don't want there to be any problems. Alright, so we're back with the Snoopy fan. It's another day here. So I basically went to some nearby stores, tried to find the capacitor or at least the blade brackets in person, so if that way if they're not the right size I can return them, but no luck. However, I noticed the switches are no good in this fan, so I went ahead and picked up some new ones, and I'm going to show you for like, what are you talking about? They look good to me. Indeed, they do look fine, but that's gone. There's supposed to be a sort of nose that comes out. It goes through the hole, and you screw on a cap. So this switch is not going to stay, and the change is going to fall into the fan. So this switch is no good. So I'm going to go ahead and save this part. We have our wires here. Some other stuff. I don't know if you guys know or not, I ripped out that old capacitor that was not original. I'm in the process of looking to order one, so that'll come in a few days probably. I found some blades. I don't know if I said any of this before, but I found some blades. They'll be here next week probably. And this switch also is missing that knob area. So let me go ahead, take some pictures and for reference, and we'll be right back. Our switch has been removed, as you can see. So let's go ahead and install the new switch. Guess I don't need the knife. Okay, so we got the switch and this garbage. But see, we don't have this, and see how this is going to show you why I needed to buy a new switch. So here's the old and new. You can see there's no nose to it, and we didn't have the golden threading. So I need to look at the switches and compare, make sure I got the same orientation. Now there's a wire that goes to the socket. I can't remove that. But I have to get rid of the switch somehow, so we're gonna have to cut it out. Because like, unlike the other switch, you can't just pull the wires out. This one's different. And we're gonna need to just cut it out. This one wire we don't need anymore. I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm also gonna strip this one. So I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. To make this easier, I just put the socket here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this black wire that doesn't do anything and remove it. Actually, I'm going to use it for something else. So now as you can see, we have a white wire and a short black wire. Now on the switch here, the one closest to the chain, which is this one, is going to go to the one that attaches to the socket. So I'm going to wire this up here. And I'm going to put a wire cap onto it. I would use a smaller one, but all I have is these medium-sized ones, so I know it looks kind of goofy, but it'll work. Okay, now the other end of the black wire will go with this one. And then this is how you wire up your light kit. So now we have a new black wire and a crappy white one from the 80s. The hard part's going to be getting this all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a white wire through, since it's all squiggly. I'm gonna take our brand new black wire and try to fish it beside it. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna damage the wire a little bit, but whatever. And now we have our two new wires. Pull these through as tight as we can. And we're going to line up the hole with the piece of metal here so we can screw this socket back in. Okay. Probably should have done this part first. So this metal piece, the light socket is going to be crooked and it's going to be annoying. So we need to straighten that metal piece so it's parallel with the base here. I can't fit any pliers in there, so I'm going to be using this pressure clamp. And by clamping this on, it's going to flatten out that piece of metal. I don't know if you can see. Now, it's pretty flat now. So now if I put this the socket on, it's not going to be all crooked. It should be pretty straight. Yeah, look at this canker sore I got. Hurts. So if I talk kind of weird, it's because my tongue is on fire right now, basically. So I was talking to someone on the ceiling fan forum, and apparently the capacitor and that fan might be okay, but the guy told me you at least need to hang it up and test it and read a rating with the kilowatt meter. So for the next little section of the video here, we have to take this one down, hang up the Snoopy one, plug it in using the same cord, and use this so we can read the rating. If the amperage is too high than the rating, then I have to probably buy a new capacitor. But since I don't know, I'm gonna have to wire everything the way it was. So in this clip here, I'm going to be disassembling and taking down this Kenroy, and that's going to be a pain, more than likely. But it should be possible. Now you guys get to watch me struggle to get this down. Can't wait to do this and probably injure myself. Let's get these through. There. Into the bracket. Ow. Wow, that's a lot of pounds. We actually might be able to hang this one up real quick before I come back later. So, I'll run these wires through the down rod. I hope this is safe and secure. It looks like it might be. I haven't really inspected. Well, let's just see if the ball fits on this bracket. Because if it doesn't, then I have to buy a mounting bracket. We'll just test this, and then later tonight when I have time, so I'm going to be leaving today to do some work. When I come back, I can do the rest of this. Hey, fits. Alright. So now that we know that that fits, I'll get the stuff ready, and then later I'll hang this up, or for you in the next clip, I'll hang it up. Alright, so we're back on the Snoopy fan now. I decided I don't really need the canopy, so I'm just gonna wire the capacitor in there and the switch, and we'll just test it. I can't really use a desk because I have another video project right there, so I'm gonna have to just do this on the chair. So this is gonna be kind of a pain, but I think I remember how it goes. Okay, this yellow wire goes to this yellow wire. And then everything else goes to the switch, or gets capped off. This capacitor doesn't go anything, doesn't go to the switch or anything. Okay, capacitor's in. Alright, two things are gonna happen. It's gonna pop the breaker, blow up, or it's gonna work fine. So, I'm gonna use this because this is a surge protector. I know it's pink and it looks weird, but that's all I had. Believe me, I don't really care. Here we go. .3 amps. Okay. I'm a little afraid of that thing running. We're on 0.29. That's about a third of the rating. Okay, now that could just be one good speed. Maybe we put it on medium and then it explodes. Okay, I'm gonna unplug it. That didn't work like I wanted. Remember, this is, oh, that spin down. Remember, this is rated 0.75, so that's what we gotta go by. Oh, nothing's hot. Everything's good. We're gonna plug it in again. Okay, so that must have been low speed. Alright. Let's turn it on high. Oh crap. He's going. 0.4 amps. Medium? Crap. That's gotta be 3-speed, right? Yeah, it had a 3-speed switch. That's medium. Okay. No medium, apparently. That's gotta be low. 0.3. Huh. So that's gotta be off, right? What the heck? Okay, high. Medium. You just lose power at medium. Man, it's not drawing anything. Oh, okay. So apparently the medium wire fell out. So we do have medium. All I'm gonna do is just tape it, because I need to at least test it. If it still doesn't work, then I have to go return that switch and buy another one. I don't feel like doing that right now. Come on, guys. I thought I had a better switch design. Alright, now if I put it in, I'm just gonna be careful. Alright, there's medium apparently. So medium works, we fixed it. 0.38. So this runs way under the limit. There you go, 0.3 on low. Alright, well now we know it works. So maybe that capacitor is okay then. Alright, so I'm going to take this down so I can do the other fan video. I'm going to research and measure and look up the blade irons and, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm guessing a couple of days might pass, but I don't know. So, but in the next clip, we'll figure out the blade iron thing, and I'll tell you guys what happens once I figure it out. So. Alright, so today is the day. We're working on the CEC, but since this is the Snoopy fan video, I found some brackets at Habitat that almost fit. Now they're for a hugger, so they're kinda large. So I hope they don't. I just hope it works. So what we're gonna do, gather all of those. We're gonna take these blades off, and then I'm gonna see if I can get them to fit on there. Might have to like make the holes a little bit bigger. Alright, luckily this should be pretty quick. So I need to save these screws. If I put the other blade, the Snoopy blades on. The good news is if the Snoopy blades, if something doesn't work or whatever, I have blades here that fit these brackets. So I can't really lose this. Should work no matter what. You know? Then I'll just keep the blades as a spare for another fan. You know? So let me do the rest, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, we have the irons. Now we have to just figure out how to get them on the fan. I don't have any screws to get those onto the fans. I think I might have some just to test it, but I'm probably have to go to Ace and get some specialties. But yeah. Alright, so I found 2 screws. These are way too long and will hit the windings, but we can just put them in a little bit just to see if this will fit. And the good news is they also fit through here too, which is really nice. So what I'm going to do is screw one on, just a little bit. Now it's not going to want to fit, so what we have to do is we have to make that other hole larger. Alright, so it's been a lot of days. I don't know where the last clip even is or what I even was filming. But here we are, as far as this fan goes. So here's what happened. So I got these brackets, which I may or may not have made a clip of. I just grinded them out to make some of them fit. Some of the screws stick out funny, but they're all tight, so whatever. I got new screws to fit. Now, I did get the Snoopy blades that were from a different model. My aunt has them, and she's going to bring them tomorrow. But just because I was antsy tonight and was doing some other fan stuff, I figured, why not just hang it up and get it ready, because I can always just take the brackets off, do whatever. So I cleaned the fan as best I could, like the whole thing. Got it all up there, figured out how to do the canopy thing. I just put the blades that came with the brackets on just so we can test that. And the light kit, I have it, it's fine. It's just I didn't put it on. I didn't feel like doing all that right now. So I just put this cap on that actually came with that CEC you saw in the beginning of this clip. So all that's left to do is to wire it up and run it, I guess. And this should be down. So yeah. So I believe these blades are from a 52-inch hugger, which is why the brackets are so weird. This pull chain came from my Crest. What I'm gonna do, or what I'm not gonna do, because I don't have a thing. So for testing, I don't want my hand up here because it'll probably get destroyed. I'm gonna do it down here. Alright, so this looks hilarious, but is it me or is that at an angle? I can't tell. Definitely something funny going on. It spins. Sometimes it makes a noise. I'm kind of scared to turn this on. I mean, these blades are tight. They're not going to go anywhere. Alright. Let's turn it on. Or plug it in, I should say. Okay, we're live. Is it going to do anything, or... I got the Ryobi light on in case it decides to not cooperate. Remember, we tested this before and it worked. It works. It's going the wrong way though. Oh my god. Look how close that is. Oh no. That's a disaster. Oh boy. I don't want to run this. Do I have to? Let's do low. And I'm getting out of the way. Okay, something's not having a happy time in here. I know what it is. My god, that's like an airplane, dude. This is frightening. It's this. Try it again. I'm getting away from this. It's working. That's a low speed. Look, I can't even fit it in the frame. Now, the blades I got from my aunt are not this big. Again, this is like a 52-inch fan. So, they'll work. Well, like I said, later down the line, I'll get different brackets that'll actually work. Because I know those are hugger brackets and they're not supposed to be on here, but whatever. Let's go up to medium. Oh my god, that is frightening. Because the blades like sag, so they're about at my height. Oh wow, that's a lot of air actually. Plenty of air being generated. So like I said, when I get those blades tomorrow, then I'll be able to test the rest of it. Looks like it works. Because then tomorrow I can put the light kit and do all the jazz. I'm just hoping to God none of those blades fly off and kill something. Because they're going to do damage no matter where it goes. Unless it hits like the wall behind it. Other than that, it's gonna do damage. It's pretty tame, actually. It's not noisy. So I guess these fans had a faulty mounting bracket. And I'm guessing what happened with mine is it back with the previous owner, it probably fell. And that's how the nose and all that got bent. Probably shattered the globe, which is why I never had one. And the blades probably got destroyed because it probably fell when it was running. And, you know, that's probably why it was in the condition that I got it in. And then someone probably just stuck it in a garage or basement. And it sat there and they, you know, because there's like price stickers all over the fan, like yard sales, and someone just tried to get rid of it. No one would take it. And got lucky. Because someone like me was willing to go through the hoops. Let's go to high. Oh, there's a startup sound. That's wonderful. Oh my god, that's going quick. It keeps getting faster. Wow. And that is a lot of airflow. Like an extreme amount of air is coming out of this thing. That sounds like a helicopter. Motor's humming. The white brackets on the blue look really good. I think that was a good thing I did. Let's get a spin down. Whew. Safety. Relax. So this was a pretty good test. It went perfectly fine. I know the brackets are enormous, but until I find something better, those will do fine. Yeah, that is a little frightening. Again, the blades sag so low for some reason, and I'm like, it's literally my head height. Like if I stand here, I don't know if you could see my ugly face or not, but like, I mean not entirely, but that's close. That's like 5 to 6 inches from the top of my head. You can't see that probably, but it doesn't matter. Here, let me go far away. Like from a distance, it actually looks pretty good. Like look how close this is to my head. Like from the lowest point of the blade from the toppest point, it's just a couple inches, I think. You know, the bed hair doesn't help either. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. See what happens. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Okay. Some damage there. Nice. There is a sticker. Is that it? Yeah. Let's get rid of it. Alright, so I had to drill some holes to make it fit. And it looks like it might be working. So what I've been doing is I've been drilling the hole first to get the location, flipping it over and getting the bracket out of the way. switching it over to this drill size because the screws don't fit in that hole. So I have to make them slightly larger without breaking out of the wood. Now, slide the bracket underneath where it lines up. Get that wood out of there. And I'm just gonna push that screw in. Go into the screw gun, change that out. Then I have, this is the size where the screw is gonna bite onto the wood and the bracket. It's not at a perfect size, so have to force it in there a little bit, but as you can see, it does work. Then I'll tighten the other one. I don't do it too tight, it's just, I usually do it like that. Slowly and carefully. But like that. And there you go. The hard part is making sure the blades are in the right position on every single one, which I'm trying to just carefully eyeball it, but it works. And now I'm missing another screw. Crap. No, I'm not. I'm stupid. I figured I'd show the drilling part too. So what I do is I move this, use the drill, get onto the ladder here so I can see above. And I'm just looking to make sure that I don't see anything below it. Like I don't want to see any paper towel, I just want to see the wood only. When I get a nice spot, I'm going to get a firm hold and carefully, ever so slightly, drill through. No, not even going to push, just going to let it go through. I'm not sure if that went through all the way, but carefully take this out, blow this away somewhere. Move this out of the way. And that's how I get the holes. Flip it over. Switch this. Take that off. Slightly larger size. Move the bracket out of the way so I don't drill a hole into the bracket. Go back to the screw gun part. Blow that all out of the way. Flip it back. No, actually, no. Keep it this way. Line up the hole. Put the screw in there to the best you can. Try to drive that through. And that's through. Then I always tighten the middle one second. Then doing the next one right after. Always check. That one went through, this one did not. So I might want to take a look. It looks like it went in a little crooked, but it should straighten itself out. So I'm just gonna Now we just needed a little more push force. The good news is these are rigid, they're not gonna go anywhere. And because I made the hole for here is slightly smaller. The screws are gonna bite and thread into the wood as well as the bracket, so it's double protection. Okay, now I'm gonna try and get these blades on. Switching this attachment for an extender with a bigger Phillips. You can't see it because the camera's not focusing for some reason. Once it's on there, screw this on. Once that's done, take the nut, thread it through both of that. Get that nut to go on there. Okay, we're going to use a different cap than the one they gave us because that one's way too small. We're putting 4 wires into one. We should probably use a bigger cap, right? Alright, let's see. It's not even tight. Which is not good because you know what? That's just gonna rattle. Nice try. Nice try. Not quite. Okay, now the globe. Okay, it looks just about done, but we're not done yet. We have to go up in the top and wire up the light. Remember that blue wire got never was connected. Now this looks absolutely stunning. Wow. That is so cool. All my hard work. And I get to actually see it now. That is so cool. Alright, I guess what's left is to see if the light works. So that's... Ever since I got this, I never tested if the light worked. Yes, dude. That's so cool. And the blades are shiny too. They got that, you know, metallic finish. Not metallic, they got that shiny-ish finish. Yes. We use these in pull chains because that's... You go to, if that's running and you go to pull that, yeah, not so good. That looks so nice. Let's run it. Okay, we're going the wrong way. Man, that's going. That looks so cool. I know the brackets look big, but it works. That's so cool. Yeah, you're not gonna wanna pull that if you're running. That is so cool. Dude, I'm not trying to be like this is an actual reaction. This is my 4th ceiling fan I got, and I have, what, 8 or 9 now, and I finally just finished this one. It's not even really wobbling or anything. It's pretty balanced. I mean, so much, whatever. Out of all the ceiling fans, this was the most expensive. So I'm glad it worked out in the end. Because my God, this thing was such a pain to work on. That is so cool, dude. It feels so nice to just be done with this thing. I mean, I had it sitting over there for days, just in pieces. Couldn't do anything with it because there was no blades, there was nothing there, so. It's all done now. I'd like to show these original fans to the previous owner and be like, yeah, remember this fan? And they're like, holy crap, he fixed it. Because like I said earlier on in the video, this model particularly had a faulty mounting bracket that was just some garbage metal, like pot metal or something. And it would make sense. If this fan were to fall, it was probably running, fell, the blades probably snapped or shattered. We don't know. This got destroyed, the nose is all bent, which explains that, you know? That would explain everything. And then someone probably shoved it in a garage or basement or a shed and it just sat there and took some weathering, but it still runs, you know? So it's medium. Yeah, I was gonna turn the light on, but those brackets hang so low, I don't even want to risk it. Now one of those blades is out of clock a little bit, I can see it. I'll have to fix that later. The airflow is really good. It's actually better than the white blades because this blade set's more concise to the fan. Make sure that globe's nice and good. There's high. Yeah, works. That's a lot of air. Wow. That's actually like, that feels like that Hunter I have with the, it's pretty balanced. I mean, it's wiggling a little bit. But it's not terrible. Like, it's not like, can we get this on? There, got it. That looks so cool, dude. I absolutely love this thing. And the capacitor was good too. I remember in the beginning I thought it was no good and had to be replaced. Apparently not. Spin down is not that great. This could probably benefit from some oil. But I mean, who cares? Look at it. It's so cool. That is such a nice fan. Alright, so here's an update. It's been about like a week and a half, and I've since replaced the brackets for something that's made for this fan, not the Hugger ones. And I think that looks a lot better. And I also got custom pull chains too, so it completes the look, especially the Flying Ace one. So, still performs the same. So that's my update. I haven't even edited the video yet, but it's like 100 something plus minutes. It's over 2 hours, almost 3 hours, I think. I think it was like 160 minutes, which is just under 3 hours. So, yeah, gonna be a little bit of editing here, but that's pretty much the fan. I don't think I need to do anything else. I think the fan's done. The screws for the blades have been replaced too, I forgot to mention. I just need to fix that bolt. Other than that, that's pretty much that, but that's not like a change, that's just a fix. Yeah, see? I got sick of the other blade screws, so I've bought some that are made for a ceiling fan. Not those big stupid ones. I think those look a lot better. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then I'll see you guys in the next one.